It's another month here in Kinlaig, and this time we load up wool, buy the spinnery, plant soybeans and corn, clean out the barn of muck, and build our own dairy close to the farm. Now let's get right to work. Morning guys, a little later start as I had to reorganize a bunch of stuff on the farm, but first up we gotta spread this fertilizer on the grass field. With the fertilizer applied, we can go park this away in the shed and then hop in the semi. We're going to be buying some more Highland cow calves, so let's head over to the animal dealer. I filled up the trailer with 32 calves and that cost us $9,600. Let's get back to the farm. Just gonna unload the new calves into the barn. Now the trailer can go back into the shed, and then we're gonna head up to our other farm. I'm gonna hook up the flatbed trailer, and then we're actually gonna get into our Fendt tractor and head down to the store. Since the fish food we are paying for is quite expensive, we're gonna start growing our own and making it. So we're gonna be planting some soybeans. We already have canola in the ground, so this is the next part of the recipe. Also, we're gonna be planting corn so we can chop it and make silage. There's more than enough seed right here. I'll just fill it into the planter and then we'll head up to field 35 because that one's gonna be soybeans. This planter is awesome. It goes quite fast and it's 12 meters. Just gotta get it hooked up and unfolded, set GPS, and then we're off. Last little bit of the field and we can fold this up and get her hooked up into transport mode. Next up, I would like to sell the wood products from the sawmills at both farms. So let's get this one loaded up, then head off to the cow farm and do that sawmill. That's everything loaded from the sawmills, and we can head over to the warehouse to sell this off. We got $245,000 for all of that, and now we can head back to the farm. The JCB is going to be needed up at yard 1, but before we load it on the trailer, we're going to spread some fertilizer on field 17 right here, which is going to be the maize field. Don't want to have to drive on the field if we don't need to, so we'll head out this entrance and load this up onto the trailer. Unfortunately, the lorry hates the train crossing, so we'll avoid that going this way, and we're off to the store to buy some more fertilizer. I'm just gonna buy 2 bags, that should cover us for the next job we need to do. We're gonna go spread this on field 28, just past the railroad bridge. The lorry can just sit here and we'll load it up onto it after and head up to yard 1. Not the most efficient spreading, but we got the job done. Here we are. I'm gonna get the JCB unloaded and then go put the spreader in the shed. While we're in the shop here, I'll change the tractor tires over to narrows. And then we're gonna get the sprayer hooked up. I just gotta move the front tank, connect the rear, drop our safety weight off, and put our front loader on, and find the pallet forks, because we need to move the wool pallets out of the pasture. These forks are awesome because they have straps and we can do 4 of these bundles together at once. One lonely pallet to go. Let's get her. We actually have a whole bunch more of these wool pallets over here beside the vehicle shed. So let's get those loaded up onto the trailer as well. The sprayer worked pretty well for a counterweight. Before we go into the lorry and buy the spinnery and put all this wool pallets in there, we're gonna go do some spraying on field 28. Just gotta grab that front tank because it has most of our liquid fert in it. I suppose we could have used the solid fertilizer spreader, but I wanted to change things up and use the sprayer. I like this thing. That's the last of our liquid fertilizer. Let's head down to the store and load up with some more. Definitely the more expensive way of doing things with the liquid fert, but we have a lot of money, so whatever. It's all for fun anyways. Just gotta remember where I left off so we're not going over somewhere we've already done. I'm gonna eat my own words here. Yeah, I went over a spot I already did, but there's a missing little bit on the edge of the field, so at least I got that. That's the first fertilizer state done on this field. Now we can fold up and go put the sprayer and the tank back in the shed. Next time we use this tractor, we're either going to be doing hoeing or more fertilizer spreading, so I'll just leave it here in the shed. Since the Clausen roller's right here, we might as well get into it and go roll 35 where we put the soybeans in. I know this tractor is a little overkill for these rollers, but it's what was hooked up and I'm just gonna go with it.
Here comes the
Didn't take us too long to do that field, and now let's go park this up by the lorry and jump in that thing. Got the ramps up and everything strapped down, and we can head off to the spinnery and purchase it.
I didn't think I could change, like the weight on my shoulders was part of me. So I had to find an escape. Now I feel like it's waiting there for me. I see the light peeking through and the clouds disappear now.
Here we are, let's jump out and purchase it for 180,000 pounds. Then let's put all this wool in there and turn the production on. Since we're right across the road from the quarry, I might as well load up these stones and take them over to the mason.
Here comes the
And again, since we're right here, we might as well load up the castle stones and roof shingles, and then head up to the windmill to drop some off. They took all but 17 liters of castle stones and no roof shingles, so I'll sell the rest up at the castle. An easy 50K from that, and now we can head back to yard 1. Just gonna take a minute here to pay off our loans, as I keep forgetting to do that before the end of the month. We're free from those loans, but we still have a whole bunch of hired purchase. Now I'm gonna head to field 28 with the planter here and put some more soybeans in. I should make clear I was talking about the finances on all of our vehicles and equipment. It's called hire purchase in the UK, but we just call it vehicle financing in North America. There we go. That's all the soybeans in the fields we're going to be planting. I'm going to park this at the entranceway and head up to the farm on foot to get the cloths and the rollers. I'm gonna hire a worker on this while I jump in the Fendt and head to the store to buy some more seeds. Pretty much full with this thing, and now we can head off to the Yard 2 cow farm and plant the corn. I believe this is now our biggest field on our entire farm. Faces all around me, they just fade in the blue, and I can still shake the feeling that I'm lonelier with you. The worker just finished up rolling the other field, so I'll tell him to come down here with it. Well, alrighty guys, I'm well chuffed with this new planter. We got all the soybeans and now the corn into the ground and everything's growing. We're finally starting to put some equipment away in Yard 2 here and all these sheds that we got. I probably could have drove straight through, but whatever. Since that worker just got down here with the tractor, I gotta set it off doing the rolling. With them set up and ready to go, I'm gonna now clean out the cow barn of manure using the silage fork here. It's not the exact right tool, but it'll do. I'll just make sure to wash it off after. We'll definitely be buying another one of these forks when we have the loose silage, but for now I can't be bothered to go deal with that. I suppose we should be buying a manure spreader because it would save from having to drive all the way over to the pit there to dump it. Gonna give everything a nice bath. Looks like I missed the New Holland last time, so I might as well do it while I'm right here. I'll now drop off the silage fork and get the bale grab back attached, and then this thing could park right here and get to the fence and head off to the store. We've produced quite a bit of slurry and running out of space. There's not really enough room to put a big slurry tank on the farm, so I'm just gonna buy this thing as bulk storage. Another thing we're running out of room for is milk, so I'm gonna get the lorry and buy a milk tanker. Just gonna go with the base game one, but I should download a bigger one and replace this later. Off to the cow farm, and we'll fill this tanker up with the milk. Pretty challenging alleyway to back into and then turn so the tanker could reach the milk storage. We got about 30,000 liters in here. There's no really good place to sell it on the map at all, so I'm gonna put down a dairy over here by our fish farm, and that should work nicely. I'll unload into the production, and then I'll turn on the bottled milk, the cheese, and the butter productions. Might as well just reverse this tanker into the corner here, and it can just stay over here for now. We won't need it for a few more months. Since we're in the lorry, we might as well hook up to the cattle trailer one time more and then head off to the animal dealer because we're going to be buying some more milkers. $32 more brown Swift 18-monthers and just under 38,000 for that. Let's get them over to the farm. They still have plenty of food and enough straw for now. I won't worry about that this month. I'm gonna park the animal trailer back under the shed there and then head back to the store one last time. The lorry's gonna be needed up at yard 1 so it can stay here at the store for now. Let's get the fence of this slurry store back over to yard 2 and fill it up with the slurry from the milk barn. While that fills up, I'm just gonna get the cloths out of the field. Well guys, that's all the time we got for in this one. If you want to support my channel, you know what to do. If not, no worries at all. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace out from Kinlaig. If you enjoyed this video and haven't seen the start of this series, why not click right here on the playlist to start from the beginning. Or if you have been keeping up, you can click on this other playlist to watch another one of my Let's Plays.